All right, I'm green. We are good to go. I just made it in time for Summer Game Fest 2023. Hopefully, everything is coming through okay.
Live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
So I don't know how long this is going to go.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020
but
from a spare bedroom, I never
we will be
imagined it would
covering
grow
this
into
for as long as I
Today,
can.
the video
Just 'cause
game
of
industry has
I have
come
other
together to
engagements.
show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape
And
of
there
video game
is
events
Dorito
has
Jeff
certainly changed
Keighley.
over the past few years. But
So
one
we'll see what's
thing
going
hasn't.
on.
There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
All right, that's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat 1
It
gameplay.
delivers, don't worry. Alan
I'm a
Wake
casual
2,
fan of fighting
the reveal of
games.
Fortnite's next season.
But I do like
yes,
Mortal Kombat.
We
Give me
do
a baby
have
Rorschach here as well.
a very special grand finale
You come here.
that you're not going to want to miss. All I'll say right now. But let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
Prince of Persia?
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the Immortals, to rescue him and save the Empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
It's like a lot of these titles have to incorporate some type of hip-hop music all the time. I don't understand that.
Better get better with time. I can't see an enemy ending the plot. My struggle came with a purpose. Now I'm about to turn it down to a burden. You see, I ain't begging. I'm an undeserving. I'm putting on every battle. I had to play it black. Don't take a chance. Really take a bite. Been through the dark times. So I came with a dark side. Better show you the light. See how I rose up. Boy, the warrior grown up. Never giving them hope. Keep them all warriors. Victorious. Put it home on them. Let them just get close. So I see the danger coming.
In these times of darkness, hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Okay, so an original Prince of Persia game. So instead of the remake, we're getting an original game. Looks like a 2D platformer, though. I'm okay with 2D
There's
platformers.
a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1. Couldn't keep you waiting on this one. It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline. And it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it!
I have had enough of you.
Then go.
before I put you down. Fight.
Looks good.
You have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions, I must gather.
What do you want?
Sento, it's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Wicked.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
I do hope they have the classic costumes for Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I was never a fan of them not being fully
You have
masked.
skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
Oh, snap. Fatalities look cool, man. I mean, it's pretty much all you need in Mortal Kombat, right? It looks like the combat itself is very fluid, and some solid fatalities. That's all you need, right?
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys? Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
So we got some interviews going on now.
Congratulations. They love you. All right, well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this, because first of all, this is it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, tell us, how does that work? You have your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay, So you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing, the best team-ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. Okay. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a
cool,
combo.
Man.
Exactly. And you see, there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you'll come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Okay, so time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was in there. Yeah. So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of not the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known, that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this
I'll be right back.
as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yes.
People don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it?
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters. So there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press media, so we'll be seeing lots more.
So Jean-Claude Van Damme's part of the game. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed his.
Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks.
His martial arts movies from back in the day.
So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
Where are the guards? Hey you! What's going on?
Little bit of gameplay there. That's always good.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming in July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
Cyborg Ryu.
I am the advanced artificial
An online-only game. Okay. So what is this? Street Fighter, the live service? Oh, this is a crossover with Exo Primal. Yeah.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exo Primal collab will launch in the fall, with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination. It can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
Is that Nicolas Cage? Yeah, alright, sign me up. Love Nicolas Cage. Oh, but it's in Dead by Daylight. Come on.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source. This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
That's cool. A lot of people ragging him. I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage. His movies are usually pretty entertaining.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game, but Dead by Daylight.
Of course,
I mean,
there's Jeff Keighley's first Hideo Kojima reference.
It's a museum of horror, right? And when I make movies,
even Baby Rorschach
genres
isn't happy about that.
horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing, and she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay, that's what, yeah. I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog.
Wakes up in the fog.
He's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large.
You know what? I want
well,
a true Nicolas Cage video game now.
And
I think that's what I want. I don't care if anybody agrees.
Lines for it and everything.
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
Face Off, the video game.
Bully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of, collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean, how did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in. Ha, pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before. I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me,
you got to pay your tax bills.
I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Yeah, I want to see Nick Cage in more video games.
Nick, thank you so much.
He is entertaining enough.
Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man.
Just let him do what he wants to do.
Now, for all of you who want to play Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, the chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
I mean, Dead by Daylight's an okay game. I've played around with it before. It's been on Xbox Game Pass in the past. So it's a pretty cool concept, in terms of the survival stalker video game. It's the closest thing to Left 4 Dead that we have nowadays that's still regularly supported.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Oh man, this one hurts a bit. I've never watched the show, nor have I read the books, but I played the video games. I played Witcher 2 and 3. Witcher 2 was great, and 3 was just as good.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for season.
But the things that Netflix has done to this TV series, and that what they've done to Henry Cavill, it's just shows how out of touch these TV show / movie adaptation or adaptive creators are from the audience.
But he'll certainly help in keeping you alive. I won't abandon Ciri.
Henry Cavill is very public about his knowledge of the series, his love of the series, and the director of the show has just done nothing but try to
Right. Well, that's
stonewall him in his vision of where the series should be versus where she's taking it. So
Everything that's happening. It's all connected.
hopefully it's a good send off, but
And she's at the center of it.
I don't know. The Hemsworth, the non-Thor Hemsworth is taking over after this season, and I just don't think it's going to resonate well.
Are you?
Also, can we stop having, like, TV or movie trailers during video game events? Sony did it, and, you know, Game Fest is doing it, and I get that they're based off of video game properties, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of
the dangers we've seen for Dylan.
These events doing this stuff. It's just filler to me.
For the first time, I understand real fear.
We're witches.
Is that so?
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please don't hurt me. And then, wow. Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
What do we got here? The witch hunt? Begins. It's pretty cool. Witchfire.
Sierra 1, Operation Control clears you for engagement.
The truly untapped market of VR first-person shooters. Okay, so Crossfire, Sierra Squad. We saw this at the PlayStation event. If they can really get that that market properly tapped, I think that's when VR will truly take off. And really, that's like what VR should be designed for.
The root will destroy everything. For all time.
Three-person squad, it looks like, so likely another live service game.
No turning back after this. You sure?
Is this the Cthulhu-inspired Destiny? Remnant 2.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises,
gosh, it should have been on
legendary
TikTok.
gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Ooh. This is awesome. Sonic was never really my thing. I was in the Mario camp, but I definitely appreciate, you know, its popularity. And the games were always fun. So a supersonic world. It looks fun. That's ultimately what video games are supposed to be about. Sonic Superstars for all platforms. An exclusive Amy Rose skin. Fall 2023, so coming soon.
How about that? A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game is bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
Team Trailblaze, back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't
Moment.
wait.
Another busy day ahead of us. For the clouds. Bullets from the boat.
The tournament's starting. Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure.
Just a UPS delivery.
Huh. Never mind. I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time? Time for a buzz. Extra speed, too slow.
Okay, Star Rail, okay.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
I do enjoy my Soulsborne games.
Geppetto's puppet. We need your help. Je t'ai rencontré simplement et tu n'as rien fait pour chercher à me plaire. Je t'aime pourtant, ton amour ardent, ton rien je le sens,
This looks awesome.
tu seras toujours mon amour. Je te fuis parfois, mais je reviens quand même. C'est plus fort que moi. Toutes
I'll definitely be playing this. A whale submarine.
Listen, pal.
Lies of P.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Wow, September 19th? Pre-order digital deluxe edition. Play demo now. Oh, a demo's out now.
That's
I
right,
might
a
even check that
demo
out.
for
Check
Lies
out the
of P is
demo on
now
stream.
available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and
Lies
prepare
of
for the
P.
release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
This is Unreal 5? Not impressed. Definitely not impressed. Borderlands, the knockoff. Oh, from the creator of Dragon Ball. Could be alright. Sandland.
なあちょっと運転させてくれよ。
おやめなさい王子、こんな人間の機械。いいぞ、やってみるか。
いいのか。
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco and works.
I am going to have to step away shortly just for,
games are such an
like I said,
important part of the industry.
quick errand I have to run.
Very important to us.
I might just leave the stream running
as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I'm 8-Bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray. On June 29th, our showcase returns. Come see what's next. Annapurna Interactive Showcase, June 29th.
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
Our guiding star has shattered. Its shards scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power and put down this threat once and for all.
Animorphs, the video game. Oh, what happened? They lose the feed?
Is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting
That's a
game
glitch on
Warhaven from Nexon,
Summer Game Fest,
which lets you
and
transform
that's
into
not on me.
supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Hear the battle call, cities rise and empires fall, but it's a war worth fighting. We're taking up our arms, hold the line up here.
Okay, so is this gameplay of the trailer we just saw?
Keep on fighting. It's a war worth fighting. It's a war worth
Warhaven.
Hey, this is not.
Why can't
party animals. Actual gameplay footage. Okay.
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
What is going on here? Psychonauts 2. I'll be right back. I'm gonna stop the stream and then I'll be right back. This looks like an intermission anyway.